Hello everybody, JBuzz79. My voice is a little crackly, I'm trying to get a cold I think. But I just got my Druid expansion in the mail, so I'm going to run through all the cards for those of you who are on the fence about buying it or just wondering what there are. So yeah, let's get into it here. The first thing up, obviously, is our mage. Let me bring this in a little bit. Wrong way, apologize. There we go. So we got the Jaktari Druid with the Druid's mage card there. I'll read it to you here. He's trained in nature, magic, and level 1 water spells with fire and war, costing triple even if novice. Once per round, when you cast a potion, you may pay 1 mana to place an additional charge counter on it. I think it's pretty interesting. Seems like a pretty good druid to me. So, pleased with that. I think the art looks pretty dang cool. So, and as I go through this, there are certain things I am annoyed with and certain things I am pleased with. So, just put it out there. First up, we got only 2 attack spells in this expansion, I guess we'll call it. So we got Acid Blast, full round, 2 dice, sweeping, unavoidable, corrode, that's pretty nice. 9 up though is a little bit harder to get. When you do the attack, you can place an additional, it says. So, essentially getting 2 then. Biggest complaint I have and some other people have is this here, the spray of barbs. Basically by putting this and making academy cards playable for arena nature mages, and I love my nature mages, they're my favorite mages. Druid for arena and Beastmasters. But by not having to go out of school for anything, it frees up more points. So, for example, if I had, don't get me wrong, you still leave those in, but if I had, say, invested, I don't know, 6, be more than that, let's say, 8. You know, put 4 attack spells on, let's say a Surging Wave, 2 Flame Blasts, something else, I don't know what, but instead, you could throw 3 of these in, because why the hell not? You could throw 4 of these in and save 2 spellbook points and still have 4 extra attack spells, for example. I mean, it's not horrible by itself. I mean, the female Beastmaster casts this, she gets 3 for the first shot. And you're probably going to have Hawkeye on her. Well, now you're talking 4 dice and then 2 dice. I mean, you're rolling 6 dice with her. You got piercing on it. I mean, was it the Slag Bite or whatever the hell it is? Can't do that. That's in school for them. This is a better version in school, and you pay. I mean, it's appropriate mana for this, but I mean, just I'm on the fence of this. I wish they had put something else that was not an attack spell in here, because that's part of being who you are, is having to have people go out of school to get certain things. So I'm not really pleased with that function, because now they have an attack spell that's quite good and they ain't gotta go out of school for it. So you'll have that, I guess. And there's 3 of each of those, by the way, in the expansion when you buy 1. So, let's see, I also have this here. This is Valerian Orchid. And throw this guy on there as well, the Healing Tree. So the Orchid says any minor creatures in the zone must attack the Orchid if able. When it is melee attack during the counter strike step, place a rot on the attacker. So if you can find a way, to keep stuff in here, even if, because I play mostly arena now, mind you, but like to me, if you play this against Necromancer, they have to attack it. Most of those are minor creatures, like the zombies and skellies. So if they're attacking this, they're not getting a rot, but they are still attacking this. So if you're in a bind, I can see this is quite useful. Or if you need to protect something for a couple rounds and you think they're going to get over there by it, drop this in a zone. Get some extra time for that, hopefully. Against other nature mages, this will just wreck face. I can see this being put into other books on that alone. You drop this in there on like birds. Bird has to attack us 2-3 times while they got rots on them, so the next round they're taking direct damage. I mean, this is going to be in a lot of spellbooks, I think, to just screw with people. There are 3 of those in here, of course. The healing tree. Once per round, when you have priority, it heals another friendly object in this zone 2 points. I think this is interesting. On the guys that it just heals you 2. So if you have like regeneration going on, well, like a Druid, she's just gonna love this. This makes the Druid even better. So, because if you have like Barkskin, you have the Barkskin enchant on, you can regenerate 2. You can pass 2 to the tree. You can have this go off on yourself. You're healing at least 6 a turn, and with very minimal effort. So, pretty good. There are, again, as I said, 3 of each of those. We're going to keep moving on here. We're going to do the Mana Lotus and the Mirror Shrine here. Mana Lotus has Dissipate 3 for 2. When the last Dissipate is removed, you gain 5 mana. You gotta wait turns, but you invest only 2. And you gotta wait 3 turns, but you can gain 3. So I think early on it's not so bad to put out there. And mana wise, it is a vine, so the tree can cast it. So now you're down to a 4-net game because 1 mana from the tree. You gotta wait three rounds, but if you can cast this from your tree and still maybe do some setup, I can see this is gonna be hugely useful. Again, especially with the Druid. The Shrine over here is a quick action. Friendly living creatures in the zone must or may pray. Heal 2 damage from that creature and remove a condition. It's unique, but again, why not? They're taking an action to do it, so this is kind of like the... I can't remember the damn name of it now. That pool in Arena where you heal 3 dice and basically burn your action. This is the same thing, except you heal 2, can remove condition cost 2 less. I still think this will be incredibly useful for both. I think it's a very strong card. This has possibilities. This is a strong card, and they only gave us 2 of each, and both of these in there as well. Moving on to some creatures. We're going to give you that and this guy here. So, Corpse Bloom, Regeneration Rooted. After making a Biting Bloom's attack, which is its main attack here, Place a stagger condition on it. And then it's got flame essentially +2. Except they don't want to apparently put flame +2 on anything. There's certain things I've realized that in Academy they don't do, and some that they do. This reminds me of the one plant that the Conjuration, the Druid can summon. This is like 3 mana less. Otherwise, to me, it's about the same. So this is an actual creature, though, not a Conjuration. Swamp Snapper. I think he's got some decent stats on him. 4 armor for 7 mana. That's, I think, super good. You pet it as a Beastmaster. That's freaking 10 health, 4 armor with 4 attack dice. I mean, this is if you don't mind spending the spellbook points, 1 extra spellbook point, this is, to me, so much better than a wolf. I mean, yeah, the 4 armor is huge. So it's the same attack dice as a base wolf, mind you. But the 4 armor is huge. I don't remember if you get extra armor off the top of my head. I know for some reason I'm having a huge brain fart. Most because it's early when I'm doing this. But yeah, I'm really happy for him. I made the comment to a friend of mine when I opened this. I said, you know, I could go ahead and paint a little mask on there and do Raphael, Michelangelo, Leonardo. Alright. Ninja Turtle references. So there's 2 snappers and 2 corpse blooms in here as well. You got Frog here, and next to him we have Splinter. I mean, Witchwood Rat. So there are, in fact, 3 rats in here. Basically, this is kind of like the Hound, but there's one in the zone, ain't the +1. This has 2 less health than the Hound, and it's about the same cost as the Hound. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why I would. The Hound is still better, in my opinion. But I could see where you could run a swarm of rats and hounds. That would be interesting, I suppose. Of course, they put out those stupid new plants you had to attack. I just said now. The Delorian Orchid, wasn't it? Alright. So, and then we got, yeah, the Wetland Titan Frog with some reach. That's interesting. He's elusive. That's also pretty cool. Pretty good card. I like the fact that they're coming out with more stuff with aquatic, so that way you can make use of Swamp as a Druid for Arena. And also you can throw some of these in with the Siren. Try some stuff. So there are 2 frogs and 3 rats for creatures there. And then we got one of those and one of those guys. So we got the Swamp Serpent here, and the Lashing Liana, another plant. When a friendly plant creature in this zone is damaged by a melee attack, it deals 2 direct damage to the attacker. Wow. I mean, it ain't got much health, but again, to me, it's one of the things that stirs you. Have to deal with this. If you don't deal with this and you attack something else, it will hurt you. I mean, I can just see throwing some health enchants on this. It's a vine, so you could summon it into a zone later on if you're the Druid. That's pretty freaking nifty there. So, no armor though, but I mean, you could put, can't think of the name of it now. I'm horribly having brain farts. The, Gator Toughness, sorry. I mean, that would give it an armor with 8 health, that'd be pretty decent. I don't think I'd rarely attack with this. And in fact, what you can do too is have the other creature guard, like if these are together, he could guard, they have to attack to guard, and then they deal 2 damage because you attacked a plant. And, yeah. I know it's not a plant, but I'm saying if it was a plant, yeah. Swamp Serpent. I think he's a pretty decent snake. I like him. He's cheap. Chance to rot 8 up 2 dice. That's pretty decent. Again, aquatic. So, I'd like to see more snakes too. That's kind of cool. I am pleased with this card. Alright, moving on. Right, so here we go with the these two guys here. Steel Claw Rattle, which is a skunk or weasel. Well, he has damage on him, he gets double strike. Can't guard. I don't know how I feel about him. I mean, being able to guard is very useful, obviously. But he's got to get hurt to gain it too, so I'm meh on this. I find this more interesting to me because this is a plant. Swamp Lurker. Ever since I played Druid, I wanted to find different ways to play it other than playing the same plant cards. So I am highly interested in this. They make it a vine, so I can't summon it through the tree, but the Druid herself can hard cast, obviously. The Beastmasters would be interested in this, obviously. I mean, regenerate 2, nice. It's not an animal. It's aquatic. I mean, there's so many good things about this. I'm super excited for this one too. There's 2 of these each in there. And I apologize for my voice. Feels like it's going worse as we continue. So, and these guys. Yeah. I don't think these are as game breaking as what people said earlier when they were talking and spoiled these. I think they're annoying as hell. Not game breaking, you can deal with these. So there's that. And they're just, I think they're actually, all in all, I think these are just okay. I don't think we necessarily needed these. So, again, that's my personal thing. I think, excuse me, if, it would have been more interesting to me to have a mechanic, like if I had 2 of these out, maybe that they combined, you know, and you'd have, okay, I'd have 2 bees now, and I get +1 attack, and, you know, +1, or like +2 health, we'll say, and I got +1 attack, and their combined health, then once they combine, you can't separate them, because of the high, I don't know, I think that would have been more interesting to me personally. So, but whatever. So, Swarms have very specific rules, which are outlined in the book that comes with, obviously. Online, I know Farkas has put together through the Arcane Duels forums. If you go look in there, you can look up Swarms, and there's a list of some cards that affect them and how they affect them. So the very specific rules on them, I could do without these. There's 2 of each of these in there as well. So, let's see, we got some birdies. Alright, so we got the Hunting Falcon with the Darkfin Owl. The owl, creatures in the zone cannot be healed. That's going to be useful. I think if you are applying pressure, not just the, even just a solo mage, you're trying to put pressure on them for healing, you know, they get their belt out, and, you know, let's say you have, I don't know, if they're in the zone, even if you're like, I suppose, if they're in the zone with you, try to put pressure on you, you got a belt out, you can summon this out. Well, no, they can't heal. You know, you can summon it from the layer. So, wish you had a little more health. You probably try to find a way to deal with that. Since it's this creature in the zone, I suppose you could cast lesser invisibility on it. try to hide it for 2 rounds if you need to. Then they have to basically move out of zone or just wait 3 turns to heal. So, Hunting Falcon I'm really liking too. It's basically a bigger hawk, or a falcon. I mean, compared to the other one, obviously. Same attack dice, but piercing 1 with 3 extra health. 8 mana. Excuse me. Although I still think it's pretty good, is basically what I'm getting at here. 3 mana, you get basically 3 health and piercing. I don't know if it's better, but I think it's still pretty good. I'm looking forward to playing him too. The birds. There are, in fact, 3 of the owl and 2 of the falcons. And my phone went off because why not? It always does. At bad times. And then the last one is the jungle defender. There are 2 of these big guys in there. When he attacks a flying creature, he rolls 2 additional dice. He has the 5 starting out, 2 armor, 11 health. I'm really excited for him too. We still have the one in arena where basically he stands there like an idiot. But after he acts, he gets a guard, and then it's a full round for him to attack. This is so much better. A lot of dice. Look forward to playing him. You get 2 of in your pack. I'm going to be sprinkling him in some nature books for sure. So, alright. We're going to address another side issue here coming up, only because of things. As we move on to equipment here, I'm going to address all 3 of these guys together. So we got the Rage Tonic, Corrosive Concoction, and the Cleanse Potion. Now, I don't mind these. However, I think that they would have been better off saying you could only have 1 potion at a time, and then basically once it's used up, well, I guess you don't have to do that, but 1 at a time, I think for sure that they should have hard ruled that for now. They can only have 1 potion at a time. Because, I mean, potions are pretty powerful. They all come in with 3. If you are playing an academy, you can use him to pay an extra mana to put 4 charges on them. Melee +1. And these don't take up slots either. That's my problem, is they don't take up a slot to use these items. But you have melee 1 here. Then it stays till it's destroyed. This one here, once per turn when you attack, you may remove a charge to put a corrosive on something. And then the cleansing says that when you have priority, you can remove a charge token from it and remove a poison condition from a friendly creature. So it doesn't remove like enchantments, obviously, but we'll be looking at like rot. What else is there? Weakness, or weak token rather. So things like that. But yeah, I mean, excuse me. I just feel that, you know, especially in here, you put all these out. I pay 1 extra. Yeah, it's an action, but do I really care? Not really. If I have a lull, I can go ahead and cast over them. Excuse me. Ooh. I am getting sick. So, not that that's bad this way, but I think it would be more balanced in some context if it was only 1 in play at a time rather than all 3. It'll be interesting. I am so sorry. I'm dying over here. Alright, last 2 equipment pieces. So we're giving another weapon to the female Beastmaster, essentially. So she has a piercing 1. The living armor for druids is really awesome. That's super cool. Dang it. I'm going to die here soon. Good thing I'm almost done. So yeah, I think that this is really neat. The fact they can get up to 3 armor. When you hit it, it loses tokens, and that's pretty cool too. So I like the Druid living armor a lot. It will work well with her other armors. And it's dirt cheap. Because, you know, things need to be cheap for the Druid. So, alright, sorry. There are, by the way, I didn't say this, there are 3 living armor and 3 blowgun in there. Overgrowth, a lot of people have seen this, and reclamation. This is an herb, and this is a vine, so you can have the tree cast this across the arena eventually, which is interesting. I wish this was plant only. Again, that's a personal preference thing, because I don't know, I just feel like I'd rather have it say plant only. Essentially, this is gator toughness with a melee instead of armor. So maybe that was their thought, is that you can cast both of them. I mean, it is a plant attacking a guy. So I just, again, feel that this should be a plant only, maybe, or a druid only, or I don't know, something like that. The reclamation's going to be interesting. It's going to be highly played too. There's not a lot of things that enchant conjurations, and this will hurt them. I can see this being played in a lot of different books coming up. So there are, of course, 3 of each of those in here. And finally, there are 2 of each of Disperse and Crumble in here as well. So that is the entirety of the Druid Academy. I will have the Elementalist. I've ordered it, so shortly I'll have the Elementalist full spoil thing here, and yeah, then we'll get back to doing some new books, I think. So JBuzzsaw79 signing off, saying thank you for watching, and sorry I'm coughing so much.